So we say good afternoon and welcome to our coverage of the ISSA Tip Friendly Society High School Girls semi-final from the Spanish Town Prison Oval, where many-time champions Excelsior High School are up against Garvey Masio. It was truly Dwight Fraser along with Kadish Fishley, the coach of St. Jago. How are you doing, Miss Fishley?
I'm doing good. Once again, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Definitely. Of course, Miss Fishley, she was with us at the start of the competition at Arnott Garden several weeks ago. And here we are in the semi-final. This is the first of two semi-final where Excelsior at the moment. We pick up the action with Excelsior leading by 3-0. Goal scored by Destiny Powell in the 24th minute. Then 4 minutes later, Andreen Smith got on the score sheet in minute 28 before Jada Lee Bryan netted one more in minute 34. And taking a shot just now was blocked, seemed to be Andreen Smith. But Excelsior really bossing possession, Miss Fishley.
Yes, they are. Garvey Masai is playing a little bit too deep and they're not putting much pressure on the ball. So Excelsior is taking advantage of that and they're keeping possession of the game and creating chances at will.
Of course, with high school girls football, it's 40 minutes each way. So approximately 4 minutes or so remaining now in this the first half. As I said before, Excelsior leading by 3-0. Destiny Powell, minute 24. Andreen Smith, minute 28. And in the 34th minute, Jada Lee Bryan. Xavier Gilbert spoke to us before the start of the contest, and he did say that this match will actually be tougher than many people expect. You know, because usually at this stage of a matchup in the regular season, the preliminary round, Excelsior would be leading maybe by some 7 goals or so at this stage.
That is true. Garvey Masai has always proven to be a tough test for Excelsior, but Excelsior has always risen to the occasion, and they haven't lost to them, and I don't see that happening today.
In fact, Excelsior scored in excess of 100 goals this season in the preliminary round. Never mind the fact that those goals were just before we got into the knockout stage. Here is Excelsior with it now, hoping to play it back. The players skipping and dancing seem to be Cassandra Smith. But Excelsior really toying with Garvey Masai at this stage, Ms. Fishley.
Yes, they are, and Garvey Masai is not really helping their cause. They're not putting any real pressure on the ball, and so Excelsior can do what they want.
Yeah, having things their own way. Overcast conditions here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. So Edith Dalton, James on home with technical to play in semi-final 2 later on. But at the moment, this is Garvey Masai in yellow, coming the other way. Excelsior, their defender. That time it was number 17, Devon Lewis. Oh, the play of Garvey Masai getting away. This could be a handy position for the striker. Oh, that was Kiba Cohen. Really got away, but just couldn't get it off.
Yes, couldn't. I think she was being held back a little, so that kind of affected her.
Yeah, there was no whistle on the play.
No whistle on the play, but you know that was one of their best, almost opportunity that Garvey Masai has had.
Oh, good move that time by. Oh, the player goes down from Excelsior at the time. It seemed to be number 13, Andreen Smith.
Andreen has been a standout player so far this half. She has created multiple opportunities. There was one handful that the viewers were not able to see, where she took out 2 players and the keeper, but I just missed the goal. So Andreen has been playing well down this left side.
And of course, that defender just now of Garvey Masai, Lena Barton, the right back, really showing no respect to the advancing Excelsior player. A full 50-50 challenge.
What is actually interesting to me is after being 3-0 down, Garvey Masai is actually showing some bite. And now starting to put a little bit more pressure on the ball.
Well, as the pressure comes now from Garvey Masai, so too the sound of the whistle indicating the end of the first 40 minutes of this contest, where Excelsior, the defending champions, really had things their own way. It was one-way traffic. The few times that Gavin Monsieur got away, they made very little of their opportunities, including the last try with Akiba Cohen, who got away just at the top of the 18-yard box, but just couldn't strike.
And that's true. And another thing that's preventing Gavin Massey from really troubling Excelsior is that there's no support on the plays at times. So there's no one to pass the ball to or to help create an opening, and they're literally just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and of course to our viewers here in Jamaica land we love and around the world, thanks so much for watching ISSA Sports TV. This is the semi-final of the Tip Friendly Society High School Girls Football Competition, and semi-final one currently at a break at the halfway stage. Excelsior leading by 3 goals to nil over Gavin Massey, and then to come later on, Edith Dalton James versus Homewood Technical, and as I said before, that would be semi-final 2. At this juncture, we take a break. We had some trouble initially, but it has now been sorted out. Of course, our technical team working extremely hard to get that sorted out. But this Excelsior team, though, given what you have seen from the first 45 minutes, really you would say that they have things their own way.
Yes, they have. It's typical Excelsior. I don't, you know, when the game was out there, when we knew who was going to be playing in this first semi-finals, you wanted a competitive game, but knowing who Excelsior are and what they've done over the years, I should say, it's as expected.
What is it that you say to your players in the dressing room at this juncture at the break? Gavin Massey, starting with Gavin Massey first.
If I was Garvey's coach, I would say, I mean, yeah, we're 3-0 down, but, you know, we've seen football matches where people have come 4 goals down, 5 goals down.
Yes.
So we just
To
need
win.
to win, right? So what I would say is they need to be a little bit more compact, be more aggressive, to shut down Excelsior a bit more, and try and provide support in key areas.
And of course, what would you say if you were Xavier Gilbert for Excelsior?
More of the same.
Yeah.
It's just more of the same. Excelsior has played. I wouldn't say a perfect game, but they've been doing well.
Yes.
And there's nothing more really that I would say that they need to fix.
Spare a thought, though, for Shiona Ashman, the goalkeeper of, well, not Shiona Ashman, but Sanjane Anderson, the goalkeeper of Gavin Massey.
She's done well in certain instances, and as a former goalkeeper myself, I've always said that, you know, a goalkeeper is only as good as their defense line. I mean, if I'm getting shot after shot after shot, something has to give at some point in time. So if she gets a little bit more protection from her back line, I think she'll be better. You will see her being more assertive, and limit the amount of shots that come to her. But the shots that have come, even though Excelsior is 3 goals up,
Yes.
she's done well.
Yes. Thanks so much again. All right, at this juncture, we take the break, and when we come back, we pick up the action with Excelsior versus Gavin Massey in semi-final 1 of the ISSA Tip Friendly Society High School Girls Football Competition here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval, and then semi-final 2 to come. That features a surprise package. That's what we've been calling them all season. Edith Alton James, who have created history in the regular season and is hoping to create further history by getting to the final. And they'll go up against Homewood Technical. Stay with us.
I live in what even. I live in after. Yeah. Okay. Wallace. Wallace. Nair. Nair. Don't wait for me. You can go on when you're ready. When you're ready, you start.
In the second half of the matchup here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval, Excelsior High School versus Gavi Masio. Oh, Gavi Masio, they trail by 3-0 and they started the second half, but they're off to the races. Immediately we saw their number 11 player, Julian Howard, looking businesslike, but then lost possession, ball in the midfield. And Excelsior just bouncing it around until they get it right to advance on this Gavi Masio team. Yours truly, Dwight Fraser, and my co-commentator is Miss Fishley, coach of St. Jago. Yours, Excelsior. Could this be goal number 4? The defender, though, of Gavi Masio coming back. That time it was Tyrus Smith to help in defense. Oh, good ball movement between Tyrus Smith that time and McDonald. Ball fired up the park. Comes as far as an Excelsior player. Fighting to stay, of course, afloat, this Gavi Masio team. The ship taking in water. Miss Fishley, of course, our co-commentator. Your expectations of the second half?
I would expect Gavi Masio to come out and try and be a little bit more assertive going forward, and also, you know, to try and get something out of this game. If not to pull it back level, to at least get a goal to go home with. Excelsior, I'm expecting to do more of the same. Keep possession of the ball, be calm, cool, collected, and create chances as they go.
Well said. Let's hear, or let us see now how well Excelsior can create those chances as they go. And if Gavi Masio can create some chances of their own, ball going outside the time, a throw to the Xavier Gilbert coached Excelsior. Earlier on, he made the remark that Excelsior scored more than 100 goals in the preliminary round. Here is Excelsior off to the races once again. This could be goal number 4. Oh, good block. Wow, the goalkeeper made herself big that time, especially.
That was very good. I worried a bit because she was backing off, but she stepped forward, made herself big, and came off with a good save.
The shot was taken by Destiny Powell, who scored in the 24th minute. Gavi Masio backed up in their own half, hoping to get out of jail. Excellent turn initially.
Yeah,
comes down with the pass to Powell once again.
No communication there.
Not at all. And this is, of course, Excelsior's Johnson. And we're standing by to have a quick word with representatives from Massey Distribution Company. Oh, hoping to get off the ball quickly. That time was Shante Price. Excelsior not going away. Oh, shot fired, blocked by the defense. Gavi Masio standing stout. July Howard. Oh, good move that time by Howard. She just needs the support. She was tied up and then eventually brought down.
Yeah, but that Gavi needs to do more of that. They need to get the ball, hold it, give their team a chance to recover to step forward. But she was doing that, but they weren't stepping forward in that situation. But, you know, there was a fall at it. Now they have control of the ball. Let's see if they're able to make a chance.
Let's see what will transpire now. As we see Gavi Masio just inside Excelsior's half at the top to take a free kick. Ball fired forward, but a little too weak.
And that's been the story with their free kicks. It's just been not good enough.
Tyra Price, the left back, just now. Where that free kick. And for her, her size, though, I thought she'd demonstrate greater strength.
Another free kick here for Garvey.
Yeah. Miss Fishley will have the commentary on this.
Yeah, expected more.
Yeah? I gave you the opportunity to make the call. But you expected more.
Expected more.
Here is Excelsior once again. They're coming back. Garvey Masio showing greater purpose. Oh.
You know,
Whistle on the play.
when I saw that they had Kiba Cohen playing directly versus Andrew Smith, I said that this was going to be a good battle. These are two what we call speed merchants.
Yes.
And they're two very good footballers as well.
Indeed.
So this battle has been interesting to watch.
And of course, technically sound given what we have seen so far.
Yes, but you know, by doing that, Garvey loses something because she's usually a forward player.
Yes.
So to protect against 10 goals, they had to make a decision.
Push them.
So, that decision made by Garvey, given what we've seen so far, is that they're not throwing enough players forward.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
There's a whistle on the play just now.
Garvey disagrees with. I disagree with as well.
Here is Excelsior with it now. That player seemed to be Andreen Smith. Ball swung over, but no danger. The danger averted. It goes behind for a goal kick.
And that is the worst thing that Andreen has done today. And she does this right after I gave her a compliment.
Yes.
So commentators curse, they say.
Here's a goal kick. The goal kick is taken, but doesn't go far. Excelsior with possession. Smith, oh! Across the face of the goal, almost took out the cameraman. Dwayne Richards behind goal.
Yeah, and it seems as if Garvey has given up. It's, you know, football is a sport where anything can happen, and to give up so early in the second half, when you're just 2 goals down. One goal, you're nothing to do. Another goal, you're just laughing.
Right.
You know? So to see them giving up, it's disheartening.
And speaking with the head coach of Excelsior, the defending champions, Xavier Gilbert, incidentally the coach too of Fraser's Whip in the GFF Women's Premier League, did say that this matchup certainly would be much harder than the anticipation of the pundits. Excelsior with it now. A good turn that time from Jada Lee Brown, who wears number 14. Oh, comes as far as to the top of the 18-yard box. Excelsior gaining some entry. And the defender that time, Smith. She's burly, she's big, she's strong. Finds a Cohen. Oh, good move this time now, promising. That is July, make that July Howard. Oh!
Wow.
That's the closest Garvey Massey have come
And this is
since the start of the contest.
And this is what I mean by anything can happen. If that had gone in, that's a huge momentum changer.
And you spoke about it earlier, coach, of just getting that one opener, that goal. And it would have changed the momentum. It was July Howard. Where's the number 11 for Garvey Massey? A corner.
We've seen weird things happen in football. So you cannot give up on you just can't give up. You can't get a chance. You can't get an opportunity.
Yes. And that opportunity came a begging just now. Had Howard been a little bit more clinical, that would certainly been a goal on the score sheet for Gavi. Here is Excelsior. The number 7 player of Excelsior, Shante Price. Grabbing her hamstring at this stage now. Usually some coach pull their players.
Usually, you have a 3-goal lead. You have
The momentum.
You have the momentum. You have the possession of the ball. I'll rest some players.
Yep.
And Excelsior has a quality bench. I think it's almost that time.
Here is Excelsior now. A long range shot, stopped by the goalkeeper. They used her boot, looking really composed though. Yeah, it was Andreen Smith who took the shot. Ball floats high in the afternoon sky. Lands near Howard for Gavi Massio. And in the effort to keep it in, Excelsior couldn't. And Gavi Massio will take a throw. If you recognize, only 2 players forward for Gavi Massio.
Yes. And that doesn't help in this situation. You need people going forward.
Sarah Needham and of course Howard for Gavi Massio. The other players for Gavi Massio just walking back. I wouldn't reach a conclusion to say they would be tired at this stage, would they?
I mean, their body language suggests that they're tired. They're not running. The transition is not going well
Not at all.
for them.
In
So
that breaking out of defense into attack, yes.
right. So it does seem. I think they're tired. They're not able to recover.
Here is Excelsior with it once more. Powell lays it off. Good sliding save that
Good
time.
save.
The goalkeeper of Gavi Massio, the difference here this afternoon. A long range shot, and it goes wayward. My oh my, the goalkeeper of Gavi Massio, Sanjane Anderson, really standing stout so far, Miss Fisher.
Yes, she is. He's a quality keeper. I'm expecting to see her in the national program soon because that was a brilliant save.
Yeah. And just today, the Jamaica Football Federation launched a drive for the under-17 program, male that is. And of course, looking at competitions and further details to be worked out. And a competition, we understand, to kick off May 5.
One person pressing, one person trying to cause some sort of discomfort for the defense.
Yes.
I know, as the coach of Excelsior, I will be upset with what they're doing now. It seems that they've forgotten the game plan and just going free for all.
Free for all, and
Yeah.
every individual just shooting.
Just shooting.
Yeah. Not the kind of precision passing and so on that we saw in the first 40 minutes.
Right.
So in the event you're just joining us, you're watching semi-final 1 of the ISSA Tiffany's High School Girls Football Competition. The defending champions Excelsior in the green shorts against Gavi Massio in full yellow. And to come later on, semi-final 2, which features a surprise package, Edith Dalton James up against Homo Technical. Here is Excelsior hoping to go back to the game, which Ms. Fishley talked about earlier. The flag is up. And so just now that player, I thought it was Brandon Smith, who got a shot off earlier on.
The number 7 is still not walking comfortably. And you know, there's a thing with these young players, they don't want to come off.
No, not at all. No matter how injured they are.
And in that case, as the coach, you have to make a decision on
Definitely. Along with the jurisdiction of the team doctor or the physiotherapist.
Yeah.
Because to push on with one injury is to perhaps make severe or exacerbate, if you will, a particular condition.
Right.
Ball floated out of the air at that time.
You don't want to end your career before it starts.
Not at all. Here is Excelsior with it. Standing in front just now of Cassandra Smith at the time was Barton, the right back for Gavi Massio. But Gavi Massio have these stout players in defense. The trouble is that while they're robust, they're not as agile as is necessary to stop Excelsior when they come forward.
And you know, as someone who watches women's a lot, usually size it doesn't it shouldn't matter. You have some persons who are very robust but they're agile. I've seen some basketball players in the recently concluded college season in America where they're some of the best players. You know, I think it's a matter of and coaches locally tend to do this. You know, bigger players put them in defense, they're strong.
Yes.
But against agile, fast forwards, they also need to be smart. Because if you know that you're not as fast as the person who's attacking, how do you play them? You can't play how you usually play.
Interesting point, yes.
So do you take a little step off, give them the opportunity to turn, and then you're right there in their face? Or there's a lot of things to consider.
Excelsior with it once again. This time it was Jada Lee Brown who scored in minute 34. Finding Andreen Smith just now. Oh! In the effort to take that shot just now, Cassandra Smith couldn't get it off, was blocked by the defender. So we have a comment already on the live stream. Many persons watching from around the world. Saying talk about David Richards, a pass player from Excelsior. Oh, Excelsior with it once more. This could be goal number 4. Oh, that was easier to score for Andreen Smith than to miss. Miss Fishley.
It is. And you know, as someone who has coached Andreen before, Andreen tends to score the more difficult chances than the simpler ones. So, but that should have been easy.
Indeed.
It should have.
So the player Destiny Powell, national player. And Excelsior, of course, loaded with national players. Cassandra Smith, Destiny Powell, Shante Price. Among them, including Andreen Smith.
Again.
That could have been the difference in the second half between both teams. Neither team scoring. Excelsior lead by 3-0. But just now, Garvin Massier had it once again to score.
Had a chance again. I always tell my players, don't give up on a ball. Anything can happen. It can come back to you. You can get the opportunity.
Here is Excelsior with it once again, hoping to have a quick give and go that time. Destiny Powell and Jada Lee Bryan, but it just didn't work. Excelsior now taking control of the midfield.
There's 2 players down for Garvey.
2 players down for Garvey. That is Williams, number 11, and of course Tyra Smith. Smith is up now. Williams still down. Excelsior. Oh, can they finish? No. Jada Lee Bryan with a weak shot. There's a whistle on the play, 2 players down. So 2 players down, there's a whistle on the play. How deep is Garvin Massier's bench though, Miss Fishley? Not too sure, we'll wait to see.
Not too sure. I'm seeing 3 players, probably 4 on the bench. But you're not only thinking about how replacing is, you're talking about the quality of the players that you're taking off. As I said, the captain there with them, she is a very good player. I think she's more effective further up as a attacking midfielder more than a defensive midfielder. But she's done well so far. Hasn't had the support that I think she would need to make a difference in this game. But hasn't been playing too badly.
Yes. As we look at that player now of Garvin Massio, Tyra Smith, the left back, getting some ice on that left hamstring to show the cramps
Or tightness.
or tightness of the muscle. But usually the players will feel the effect though after a tough game. And then sometimes it might come down to how fit the player is.
That's the thing, and she's been worked on this side.
Yes.
So she's had to do a lot of running.
And stopping a ball then.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. She may have pulled a muscle. Don't want to speculate.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah. And she seems to have trouble walking.
Yeah.
So, does Garvin Massey have a quality change on the bench to replace her?
Wait to see. At the moment, though, all 5 players of Garvin Massey still seated, which therefore means that they'll play perhaps
With 10.
with 10. We wait to verify that. So right now, Garvin Massey having ten players on the park. Just getting the ball now is Shimona Ashman. That is Shiona Ashman, the goalkeeper of Excelsior. Going for that 50-50 ball just now was Williams, who went down earlier. For Garvin Massey, she's down again. Now Garvin Massey hurrying things.
Trying to hurry things a little bit
Yes,
too late.
a little too late. No goals to show for either team in this half, but Excelsior they lead by 3-0. A player down for Excelsior gave a loud scream, unable to tell which player that is from this distance. But while Garvin Massey suffered some trouble of their own, losing players and players being banged up, Excelsior being the victim too.
Right. Garvey, I think I said it earlier, but it's evident now. Garvey has definitely given up on this game. I don't think they have the faith that they can get anything in.
Their goalkeeper just now, Anderson. Here is Excelsior with it now. Shante Price. Oh, good square inside the box. Can Excelsior finish? No. Garvin Massey have shut the door. So Garvin Massey seeking to come the other way. After the races that time, Williams, who was down earlier, went one side. Good pass, good move. But stopped eventually because there's no support, Ms. Fishley.
There's no support. She has the ball. She's waiting for her teammates to make a run, for someone to show in space, and there's no one there. So what she has to do, she has to lose the ball.
And as you said earlier on, that this Garvin Massey team, Ms. Fishley, certainly have given up the ghost.
I think they have. But I mean, in the second half, they have played a little bit better. They haven't limited the chances. Their goalkeeper has stepped up on occasion, and if they were able to create chances, possibly score those chances, we would have been watching a different game.
Certainly. But for me, though, at this stage, in the closing stages of this first semi-final between Excelsior and Garvin Massey, the player of the match for me is definitely the goalkeeper of Garvin Massey, Sajane Anderson.
Usually the player of the match is not given to someone on the losing team.
Not at all, but and I know that quite well.
And I agree that she's had a pretty good game. But for me, the player of the game has been Andreen Smith. I mean, she's missed a lot of chances here.
And that is the reason why I wasn't selecting her at all.
But she has scored, and she has caused problems down her side. So for me, she was the best player. She was the best player in the first half by far. And I think everybody's level has dropped in the second half. But I still give it to her.
And of course, when Real Madrid played Liverpool some 2 years ago in the UEFA Champions League final, it was the Liverpool goalkeeper, the player of the match. Oh, seeking to thread the needle that time. Excelsior seeking to thread the needle, unable to do so. But they camp out now, only briefly in Gavi Massier's half. We're at the closing stages of this contest, where the Homewood Technical and Edith Dalton James. So now Gavi Massino to take a throw, taken immediately. And Excelsior hoping to secure a goal before the final whistle or secure one more. Gavi Massino taking no chances. Matt Donald fires the ball in the direction of Excelsior. Oh, Excelsior searching for goal number 5 now. And a side netting as a goalkeeper.
Goal number 5 or goal number 4? No. They said they were searching for goal number 5. Yeah. This is actually goal number 4.
Yeah, in fact, they were searching for goal number 4, beg pardon. And Gavi Massier, though, while on the losing end this afternoon, really played a different game in the second half.
In the second half, they did. If they had played like this from before, it would have been a different game. I don't know if it's nerves because they're coming up against Excelsior, but you've played Excelsior, what, 3-4 times in the last 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you think about that, and then you think about, is it a case of the quality that Excelsior has versus the quality that Garvey has? Or is it the quality of the coaching that Excelsior has versus the quality of the coaching that
Garvey Massio
has?
Yes.
And it's interesting to me. I think my approach to this game would have been different than how Garvey Massio approached it. I spoke to you about it in the first half.
Right.
I think Garvey should have pressed Excelsior a little bit earlier. Higher up the pitch, sorry.
Rather than giving them that kind of room, yes.
Because giving them that room, it gives them time to make their make decisions that they want to pick out the passes that they want to. So it's an interesting thing to think about when we think about the quality of the two teams that we have here. Because these two teams, they were the best in the group, in their group.
Right.
So,
and rightfully so, they made it to the semi-final.
Rightfully so, they've made it to the semi-finals. So, is it that Excelsior is so much better, or is Garvey Massey just
not playing up to par?
Right.
Yes. Excellent point. And I agree with the latter to say that the Garvey Massey team never really stepped up this afternoon. There were some key areas I thought that Excelsior really exploited, especially on the two wings.
Right.
Where the defenders were not playing as wide as they should, and were giving Excelsior the chance, waiting for them to come towards them, especially in that 18-yard box. And Excelsior were coming in numbers.
They were, and that is something that you have to recognize as a coach as well. Watching Excelsior play, that's where they choose to attack. They never attacked through the middle. It's very limited that they will attack through the middle. They're always on the wings. So what do you do to counter that? I wouldn't play out wide, but my fullbacks would need to be aware of the threat, and I would limit the opportunity. I would try to limit the opportunities that the midfielders would have to switch the balls to the players on the wing.
Definitely.
Right. So
by shutting them down early.
Shutting them down early. Right. And a lot of the time,
here's Andreen Smith hoping to get by. Got by one, couldn't get by a second.
I think that was Destiny.
Oh, and here now, Destiny Poole initially getting off that shot. And again, the goalkeeper stepping up big for Gavin Masil.
You're a player of the
Yeah,
match.
my player of the match. Ball floated high, comes as far as the middle of the park. Oh, good
again.
switch and good turn that time
And there it
by the
is,
Excelsior
there it is,
player.
there it is.
Here they tread the needle once again.
From a midfielder.
And this now is Richards for Excelsior. Can she get by the lone defender outside the 18-yard box? Does so initially, then looks for the pass. Goes at the top of the 18-yard box. Then the shot is taken. Oh! That was an awesome save just now. Cassandra Smith took the shot, and the goalkeeper of Gavin Masil came flying to her right and pushed away. Here is Excelsior once again. Smith getting by two, punching the ball inside the 18-yard box. This time a grounder is blocked by the defender.
Offside.
And on the volley that time,
No, it wasn't.
it was Richards.
Yeah. I think everyone stopped thinking it was offside.
Yes.
Looking again, there was someone playing around.
But Excelsior throwing everything now at Gavin Masil.
Are they? I think they've taken their foot off the pedal a bit. I don't think they're as aggressive as they were in the first half. So, you know, the game is done and dusted.
Yes. And so Excelsior look now to advance to the final, where they'll meet the winner of the other semi-final to be played later on at this venue between Edith Alton James and Homo Technical. Edith Alton James, as we said before, would have created history by getting this far. Defending champions Excelsior with possession once again. Ball floated to the right-hand side of the park, that time finding Richards. Richards, oh, just toying around with the defender of Gavin Masil. And brought down. There's a whistle on the play.
And that's from frustration. Frustration, inexperience, bad sportsmanship.
We're coming to you live from the Spanish Town Prison Oval.
Andrew might go directly for goal here.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, Andreen Smith standing over it. So a free kick now. Ball floated sweetly, curving towards goal, jumping high and pushing away the time. Anderson, the goalkeeper of Gavin Masil. She's solid. And that is why, Miss Frisley, I say that she's on the losing end, but she, for me, is the player of this matchup. Had it not been her, Gavin Masil would have been trailing by more than 3 goals.
Yeah, they would have been out of sight if it wasn't for Ashman. And there's an interesting switch here. Kiva is no longer playing defensively. She's now gone up top. I guess they're trying to use her speed. But how much time is left to make that change now? 3-0 down.
I mean, can't much time left now. Gavin Masil with it. Through their forward, that's Williams. Oh, Williams getting a boot to it. And July was trying a give and go, but it never worked. In fact, it was Howard. July being her Christian name, Howard the surname. Excelsior. Against the run of play, the Excelsior team. And Gavin Masil had a little cameo just now. And they string some passes together, Excelsior. Gavin Masil breaking it up just now. But at these closing stages, Ms. Fishley, definitely Excelsior have it done and dusted.
Yeah, it's done. Garvey has not put up a fight in the second half to determine, to try and make them uncomfortable. And so, very comfortable 3-0 winners, Excelsior High School.
So the player.
It's just, I don't know. I hear like the Excelsior's bench is not happy with what's going on. I think they realize that their players are just now, you know, just passing the ball around, not really
Interested in.
interested in playing how Excelsior should play.
I heard the coach shouting. Excelsior trying to put those passes together. Garvin Massey still alive.
And we were not seeing this in the first half.
No, not at all. Not that kind of passing we're seeing now from Garvin Massey. They come forward. And running out of acres, running out of room. Garvin Massey team. Seems as if they're lost for ideas. This is Richards. Oh! The player going after Richards that time was Amelia Watson, but she went down. This is the ISSA Tip Friendly Society High School Girls Football Semi-Final with the Garvin Massey in the yellow and Excelsior in the green shorts. Defending champions Excelsior with a comfortable cushion on the score sheet. That player just now, Cassandra Smith, was hoping to turn. Oh, good move that time, Andreen Smith on the far left-hand side of the park. She will want some company, rolls it inside. And then the shot goes over the bar.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch Excelsior actually not capitalize on this. They're ruthless when it comes down to scoring, and they haven't been in the second half. They should have been 15 goals clear with the amount of chances they've created.
You're saying there should be at least 15 goals scored.
It should be at least 15. The amount of chances they've created, I think they've been their worst enemies in the second half.
Oh, this now is Williams looking purposeful, if you will. But what we're seeing from Garvin Massey now, that was not being exhibited earlier on.
It wasn't.
And are they hurrying things now when, of course, the boat will have already docked at the other?
Right, and they seem to be going back to what they're used to, which is Leah trying to find the Kiba Khan on the run. And you just saw that right now. It was a wonderful pass by Leah Williams, but Kiba was just a little bit behind it.
Yes, that Excelsior player
Right.
twisting.
And again, it's only what? Who is helping? Who is helping? There's no one helping. So Excelsior can come, you know.
Okay, here is Garvin Massey now. Could this be the last hurrah? Oh, that player waited a little too long. It was Howard. The ball was rolling towards Excelsior goal. She was watching the ball, running behind it and waiting for the perfect time to strike.
And I think this is Garvin Massey's first scoring of the game.
It is. McDonald, Garvin Massey with it now, and he fires back to our goalkeeper, who can't pick it up from there. Blasted in the direction of Excelsior, but it doesn't go far. Good move now by Excelsior. Oh, this now. Oh, the flag is up.
That pass came a little bit too late.
Yes. Smith was looking for that opportunity to score, but the flag went up. And another chance goes a begging for Excelsior.
Again, that pass should have come 2 seconds earlier, and that would have been a chance.
This could perhaps be now the last 2 minutes of the contest. By all calculation, 38 minutes gone unofficially. I make that 78 minutes gone unofficially.
Oh,
This is the closing stages of the second half if you're just joining us. Here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. Gavia Massi making the throw. It doesn't go far. A horrid clearance that time by Needham of Gavia Massi. Ball falling now at the boot of Smith. Richards with possession, hoping to have a give and go just now. But Cassandra Smith so another player down, Miss Fishley, for Gavia Massi.
same player down as earlier.
In fact, it is Tyra Smith. Many of the players now are winded.
They are. I mean, it's been a hard game. Garvey has tried their best. You know, I think the pace that they tried to play with, I don't think they were able to continue with it for the entire
Not at all.
80 minutes.
Yeah, excellent point. Because it's Excelsior team, they run for the 80 minutes.
Exactly.
So that player having difficulty to stay on the pitch. There's a defender, left back Tyra Smith. Oh, calm and composed.
And she's still being on the pitch answers a question I had earlier.
Yeah.
It's that Garvey does not have the quality on the bench.
Destiny
to
Powell
replace
finding
her.
Smith.
Oh.
Oh! Excelsior playing so calm and composed. Andreen Smith. Not too sure the flag went up when Andreen Smith took the effort. That
Not the first effort.
hit the crossbar, the upright.
Right. There was a rebound. Someone else took a shot. There was a rebound, and she was in an outside position.
So the player writhing in pain near our broadcast point at the moment is the defender, Tyra Smith, the left back. And up to this point, no one from the Gavia Massi bench.
They had to be reprimanded by the referee.
So the game has been stopped for the officials to look at the player. That left back, of course, is Tyra Smith. So the physiotherapist just coming around now. This is not the Excelsior team that we're used to at all.
It's not. This is not even the Excelsior team from the first half. Because that was
Something has gone awry. Their finishing is atrocious, and certainly they don't look as purposeful as they were in the first 40 minutes.
And that is true. That is true. I mean, well, and I guess that's where the frustration from the bench comes from. It's not the same Excelsior team from the first half.
Oh, Gavia Massi play a good touch that time. It was Needham, and making an effort to find Howard. Howard went down. Destiny Powell, the national player, losing possession over Excelsior. And so Gavia Massi with it. That player turning in the middle of the park is Williams. She loses possession. It doesn't go far. Still in a handy position, the Excelsior team with Richards. Oh, she comes forward. This must now, certainly.
Finally.
The goal number 4, number 13, that is Andreen Smith.
My play of the match.
Yes, your play of the match.
With 2 goals now to earn.
Yes. Andreen
Yes.
Smith, number 13, getting the second goal, and we'll tell you the minutes in just a bit. But I suspect at this point now, when Excelsior lead by 4 goals to 0, that we'll be hearing the final whistle anytime now.
Anytime now. And I mean, we've known the outcome of this game pretty early on, since the first half. The second half, Gary Masaya did not show up as how I expected them to show up.
Not at all.
You know, with a half of football to play. So, and there it is, the final whistle.
Your assessment of what we saw, congrats to Excelsior in this one. They moved through to the final to face the winner of the Edith Dalton James versus Homewood Technical semi-final later on. But your assessment of what we saw in this matchup?
I had hoped for a more competitive game, but it was one-sided for most of it. Did the Excelsior keeper have to make a save? I struggle to think so. It was a pretty one-sided game. Garvey did not show up. They did not create any clear-cut opportunities. They did not take any shots. They allowed Excelsior to play their game, and outcome was inevitable.
Definitely. So we move on now to the second semi-final, where, of course, Edith Dalton James faces Homewood Technical, and we'll break the live stream at this juncture. And when we come back, we pick up the commentary in the second semi-final of the ISSA Tip-Friendly High School Girls semi-final here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval.